Welcome back, Goat fans, to Goat Radio, the greatest of all time podcast show. I'm the big man, and we have an absolute wicked topic for you guys. And even better, we have complete beauties that have joined me in the Goatrage.
It's a reunion.
Rino.
Holy big man, it's good to be back. Haven't been on the airways since Talia days.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good day. Great day for Goat Radio. But yeah, it's good to be back in the Goatrage. Good to be back mixing it up with the boys, and I'm fired up.
And Johnny Defazio. Always a pleasure, brother.
I love you guys. I love you, buddy. It's a pleasure to be back here. Excited about the topics tonight.
Yeah.
As soon as, when we were talking about them and knowing what we're going to chat about, it's going to be a good night.
Yeah, awesome. And Toorsy's back. What's up, buddy?
What's up, big man?
Looking good in the spokes shirt.
Oh, had to rep it.
Okay, guys. Before we start, we have a shout out. We are breaking news. We've linked up with a wicked partner, Stan's Pizza. Toorzy, can you grab that za right there, man?
Good za.
Can you reach that?
Great za. This episode is brought to you by Stan's Pizza Joint. Johnny, you know what we're talking about here. It's a staple here in North Burnaby.
My friend, we've eaten. That's our fifth. That's our fifth pizza of the night.
Yeah.
Solid za for sure. If we're up there rating everything, it's near the top of who's contending.
And you guys met Marco. He was here. He delivered.
He's a beauty.
Great.
He brought the zaz for us.
He's going to be on a future pod.
Oh, 100%.
He's coming on in a future pod, talk about toys and talk about all that.
He's got a collection like crazy too. I didn't know about that. He's a wrestling guy.
100%.
Crazy story.
One of the reasons, we linked up, and he's just like, we have the same interests: hockey, wrestling.
Just bought he's got the Bedard. He's got that sick Bedard. Bro.
I hope he shares that with the Goat fans.
Man.
He said he's gonna wear it around his neck for the card show. That's
so he's got the rookie Bedard?
We'll
I
see.
missed that. I wasn't here.
We'll
keep
see.
it hush.
Let's keep it hush.
Okay. Sorry.
But he brought us some two larges. We brought us the Canuck pizza
yeah.
and the Mad Greek.
Yeah, mushrooms on top there.
Oh,
That Greek was
I'm
good.
not even a mushroom guy. I went and ate it. Fucking good.
unreal. And he's really souping Stands up.
He got some wings for us too, for everybody, and then some cheese sticks.
Yeah. So he's really souping the place up. If you guys haven't been there, it looks like the Goatrage in there. He's into memorabilia. It looks awesome
He's
in
got
there.
lots of memorabilia.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
That's awesome.
we're excited to work with him, and yeah, like I said, this episode is brought to you by Stan's Pizza Joint. All right, boys.
All right.
Before we get into our topics, the Goat fans know the drill. We gotta say what we're wearing. Toorzy.
I stuck with the T-shirt. Hockey season starting. It's just the Bruins tee. Bobby Bork there? No, Rob Bork? No, Ray Bork.
Bob Bork.
Bob Bork.
Bob Bark.
No, Ray,
Bobby.
been a fan since Ray Bork. No, just it's hot out. Still nice weather here, so just repping
Yeah.
the tee.
We're sweating in Jersey.
Yeah,
That's
no,
right.
Great weekend.
The Goatrage is sizzling right now.
Bob Bork.
It's
Bob
great.
Bork.
It's
Holy shit.
we're getting a sauna at the same time in here.
Okay, you got a
This is-
completely. And Johnny, when you're gonna go right up to the mic, bud.
Okay, so this is a beauty, obviously. Yzerman 2002 Cup Final.
The patch, those patches.
fresh.
The patches
Oh,
is
yeah.
fresh. Fight strap, size 52. This is like, I've had this for a long time. I've had this. You can't hear me. I've had this for a long time.
Beauty.
I like that.
I just think of that slap shot against the Blues.
Oh, so good.
That's like blue line top corner.
I wish I could
To
score a
end
goal
it,
like that.
to end it.
And then the jumping after, and
That
then
was-
the celebration after.
That was like
one of the most
snipe.
legendary goals right there.
Yeah, I think it's up there. I think it's top.
It was worthy tonight to bring it on.
Yeah,
Yzerman,
absolutely.
bro, captain, one of the best of all time.
For sure. Reno.
Hockey season's around the corner, but before hockey season starts, beer league starts for us, and I'm wearing an iconic beer league jersey. One of the GOAT team franchises. I'm wearing the White Eagles white that we won in last year. We're looking to go 3 for a 3-peat this year, and I'm rocking White Eagles white number 81.
Hey, I think
Fucking solid.
Rade and Merckx have done a fantastic job
Big time.
with this iconic team. Going on the 19th season, I believe, or right around there.
19. That's a lot. I've been there for 2. Fortunate
Yeah.
to win back-to-backs, and I won't leave. So happy to be a part of the squad.
And you know
That's
what?
awesome.
It doesn't matter, Johnny. Doesn't matter what league you win at. When you win a championship, there's no words.
Yeah, there is no words.
Speaking of championships, I know, man. I got to give one more quick shout out to my hockey team. Here.
Let's see that.
That's the Scorpion. That's the Scorpions.
Oh, wow.
That's the GM Pool official GM Pool Stanley Cup winner last year was the Scorpions. That's me.
Oh, nice.
So, shout out where it's not about the money.
Yeah.
It's about just winning the title.
And the pride, baby. It's
And the pride. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Yep.
So I know it's Hockey Pod, boys, but I had to switch it up for week 1 of the NFL. And in honor of Tyreek Hill getting arrested,
Wild
and
stuff.
not only that, coming back,
That's crazy.
touchdown, 130 rushing with the comeback win.
Hey, not just arrested though. Like got put to the ground, man.
Did you see his
Cops
celly?
rough. 3 cops.
Did you see his
Detained.
celly?
No, I didn't.
No, I didn't see
Yeah,
it.
he went behind his back and
Oh,
Teammate
no
came and put
way.
handcuffs
No
on him.
way.
Wow, what a beauty. This is Culpepper, but still. Miami Dolphins, I love the colors.
They came back today. Actually,
Yeah,
they were
they did.
down. They were down.
That's
I
maybe the
wanna say
best
17.
colors of maybe one of the all-time jerseys.
Yeah.
Like those colors
Yeah.
just pop, man.
Hey, shout out to Vacation Steve. He's 1 week into the Survivor pool. He said easy money. Oh, he's done.
He's
Took
out,
the
eh?
Falcons. Oh,
Is
my
he out
God.
already?
He's
Out
done.
Week 1. Maybe
Oh,
he'll
wow.
buy back in.
That's funny.
Can you buy back in?
I don't know. Usually you can in some pools, but
Okay, boys.
What do we got?
Topic today is a wicked one. So we remember when Yager guys got honored last year, 68 in the rafters.
Okay.
rightfully so.
There was
Deservingly so.
There was a picture of Yager, Lemieux, Crosby, Malkin.
Yeah. It's iconic, that one.
Iconic. And you know what people were saying at that time? The greatest NHL hockey Mount Rushmore team. We put that out on our socials and we got a lot of engagement.
Yeah, big time.
And you know who entered the chat? The Edmonton Oilers.
I mean, yeah, they have to.
We know who the Edmonton Oilers are. We got Gretzky. Okay. Messier. And to keep it forwards, Curry.
Yep.
Debatable.
Sure.
And McJesus, guys.
That
I know you can say,
I'm gonna go against that.
okay.
You'd go against that?
Yeah.
I know. I gotta agree with that. What, are you gonna put Coffee in?
Paul Coffey and Fuhrer. Like, you got to win ships, man.
Yeah.
No, I know, but he's the best.
You gotta win a
arguably.
championship.
Could be the.
He'll be the best of all time.
Yeah, but
and he's already proven to
he
be
might not-
like in there, in those ranks of
For sure.
he
You
belongs
You need a
there.
cup. You need
I
a
need
cup.
you
Yeah.
need cups, and his season's done. Like this, we're just talking early, but yeah, I think you need cups.
So wait.
Boys are buzzing.
Yeah. We'll go one at a time here. So you got, instead of Curry and McDavid, you're putting in Coffee and Fuhrer?
Yeah, maybe not.
And you got to remember, Coffee
You know how awesome
was a
Fuhrer
pen.
was.
Was a
You know-
pen.
I know, but he was also on that Edmonton team, and he won with Penn. Like, he's a GOAT,
Yeah.
right? I think he's an underrated guy. Like, if there's so many good defensemen, but like, I think you got to put one D-man there. But then Grant Fuhrer, if you look at all those documentaries that come out, that guy was a beaut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he raged and partied. That whole team did, and he used to. You know what they used to say? Grant Fuhrer's gonna save us.
It's just different. In my opinion, it's a different era. So because like that era, you can't put all those greats from that one era and that one run. They don't all deserve it. You have to look at different eras, and the era now is McDavid. He owns the league, owns everything.
He needs to win.
As much as, sure, he needs to win, but as much as anybody might want to hate for even a second, he's still the best in the world.
I'm not hating. So
And
he's
no,
yeah.
not hating, but I just don't like all four from that era. That's the only thing.
I agree with that. That's why I personally
Yeah.
have McDavid in there. With the big man, I have Curry in there.
Yeah.
5 cups, man.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
So you got,
Yeah.
so it's all forwards versus all forwards. You got the Pittsburgh juggernaut, Edmonton Oilers. Okay. But there's a lot more
Yeah.
guys that
Oh,
people.
that was just Edmonton.
That was just
I know
Edmonton.
we're gonna go on
So-
through the other teams, but you just answered my number one, so
Okay,
we're
so-
gonna go on now.
So Pittsburgh, hold on. To revisit
so-
this.
No, we're gonna go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Pittsburgh's got 5 cups between those 4, right? Two with Lemieux Yager,
well,
Yeah.
2 with Lemieux Yager,
Yeah.
and then 3 with Yes. Crosby, and Malkin.
You're right.
So 5 between all of them.
Okay, you want to go like that?
No,
okay.
I'm just saying. I'm not basing that they're the Mount Rushmore of the Mount Rushmores. Right. I'm saying 5 between all of them. So the Edmonton's got Messi's was there for 6. Was Curry there? Sorry. Messi 5. Curry
Messi won
5.
by himself too after Gretzky
and New York.
left. Yeah.
So anyways,
Gretzky went to LA. He won with Edmonton, and then he won in New York.
With Curry. And,
they should have.
Yeah, because Messi and Curry won without Gretzky, right? Yes.
So your argument, you like the cups.
I'm so torn on this, man. Thinking about this, torn.
I don't think it's all cups.
I know it's not. There has to be individual accolades in there.
Yeah.
All right.
There's got to be.
Yeah.
Let's go one at a time here. Say that again.
There's got to be. Obviously, cups are a big part, but individual accolades are huge. Like
the heart.
The heart.
The rocket.
Yeah.
Individual trophies.
Yes.
The era that they have, the time that they have, they might not have as many cups where they had like 4 or 5 in that decade. They might only have 2 in that decade, but they still dominated. They still earned the right to maybe have a Rushmore of being at the top. Just because you have half the amount of cups, I think you still deserve to be there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then some people say people are saying that you can make 4 Mount Rushmores in Montreal.
Sure.
40 cups.
Yeah.
Some people say, but you know what? I don't like that argument.
We should just talk about hockey's changed.
Because this is why.
More teams.
Original 6. There's only 6 teams back in the day. You got Pocket Rocket. He had 11 cups, they say. Yeah. Maurice had 8 or something.
That's why I can't take the CFL seriously.
Yeah.
That's why I can't do it.
Do you know what I mean? And all these old school guys are saying, they feel their Montreal Canadiens are disrespected.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? But to me, I'm like, with that logic, with all these cups, it's like saying Patty Maroon is in the same category as Lemieux.
Yeah.
Lemieux's got 2 cups.
It's a good point.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't he have 4? I think Maroon's got 4, maybe?
3 in a row.
Yeah.
3 in a row.
Yeah, he's had a reign, man.
And 4th year was in a cup final.
Yeah. And that guy was like almost out of the league.
Yeah. So I don't like that. I think and then also in Montreal,
you don't like cups. You don't like cups.
No, I like cups. I'm just saying I don't like the argument saying they did dominate the original 6 because they also.
I don't count that. I don't even count it.
They protected the French players. They had to go to Montreal back in the day.
Yeah.
They had them protected. What I'm saying is the juggernauts, I don't like putting Montreal in there. That's all.
What about the Islanders? Did you put the Islanders in there? I think they're kind of in the same. Like they were at 4 cups in a row.
But it would only be those
Rino?
4 cups in a row. The Islanders,
they're completely underrated.
Underrated, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Underrated.
They don't even come up in my.
No.
They don't come up in a lot of conversation. I'm surprised you brought that up.
I was thinking about it today.
Trottier, Bossy, these guys.
Dude, Billy Smith.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they did it.
And beat the Canucks in one of them.
But we were lucky to be there.
They kind of did it.
True.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't walk. I was not born. But there's not a lot out there about that.
No, there's not.
Right? It's not. It's like you kind of even the Edmonton stuff. Like I didn't see them win their cups. I don't remember. Or maybe your guys' parents and obviously Defazio was like 21.
For which one?
Bouncing outside.
For which one?
Wild Coyote.
Wild Coyote.
No, I'm just saying, like in the '80s, you watched hockey, Defazio. You saw the cups and you saw that stuff. So we didn't even mention the Islanders, like as it wasn't in our memory. And we can be honest, like we don't need to dig up and just say like I just didn't think, but they started a lot of stuff too. They started the playoff beard.
Did they?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
They
really.
did. They did.
Wow.
And no, Gretzky started the raise the cup, but look into that. But they started off the playoff beard. So.
And
it's like
now Lou Lamoriello.
Yeah,
there's no way, beards. Brother. Yeah.
You got to cut your dreads.
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's talk about then like more a bit modern time then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah. Right. Like we don't need to pretend, but like I said, they probably are. They're there, right?
Oh, for 4 cups.
Well, Johnny, what about the what you got wearing?
Oh, buddy, Red Wings are for me. Red Wings is classic, dominant. From the reason that I give him so much respect is two reasons. The first one is they had dominance back in the day that we're talking about with Gordie Howe, the originator, maybe the best player to ever wear number 9, one of the best players of all time, up there from his era of hockey. So he is in my Red Wings Rushmore. He's the leader of it. And
Who's the leader of it? Sorry.
Is Gordie Howe.
Gordie Howe.
Yeah.
Out of respect for
Have
what
to,
he
have
did.
to.
And out of 4 guys, he's my guy.
Yeah.
And then it's Yzerman,
Yep.
the man I'm wearing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other 2 are
This is where
Fedorov.
Yes.
And Fedorov is a better points per game player, and he played on the team longer than a couple of the other stars. And my last guy is Lidstrom.
Mm-hmm.
And those are my top 4 without a doubt. And Red Wings, they dominated back in the day with Gordie Howe, and they had their era with Shanny and Probert and Yzerman and Chevelday and Chelios and Brett Hall and Luke Robitaille and Dominic Hasek.
Zero respect to Zetterberg and Datsuk.
Oh no.
But
not
that's
zero.
how good they like.
Yeah.
that's
true.
how good we forget. Like they were.
Zetterberg is my 5. Zetterberg was my 5.
Wasn't Datsuk Black Ace in 2002? Or they just
Zetterberg
kinda-
Zetterberg was the first one.
I thought they had that story that Brett Hall was trying to give passes to Datsuk and he couldn't receive a pass.
didn't know.
And Brett Hall's like, "Who is this guy?"
Really?
Oh,
I don't know. I
man.
heard that story. I don't know. So maybe it was on the time.
I don't know.
But
I think Zetterberg was on that squad where he was.
But
I
man,
don't know about Black Ace, but Zetterberg won that cup when the last one that the Irishman won, right?
Yes.
oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was on that squad.
Forgetting about Ted Lindsay too.
For sure.
Yes.
For sure. One of the all-time greats. And that's no disrespect to a guy like Ted Lindsay, but I just give Howe to the old school because that's all I want to give the old school.
And then their absolute rivalry at one point.
Buddy, the best in the league
Colorado.
with Colorado. And another sick jersey, by the way. That Colorado, like their throwbacks right now, that Colorado wears on the ice, those are sick jerseys too.
I was a Wings guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I do like the one goalie requirement in a Rushmore. So
Oh, okay.
with that, I do like Colorado. Waugh, you got a pillar of a defenseman in Foot.
Yeah.
You got Forsberg, Sakic.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like that.
Foot's my only maybe. Foot's my only
Yeah,
maybe.
I just love
He's a
Foot.
Foot.
There's no one. They don't make them anymore like that.
I know. I love having Foot on our team on Canucks, though. I'll
What
tell you
about
that right
Hayduk?
now as our
What
coach.
about Hayduk?
Yeah, but you can't
He
put him
wasn't
instead
there.
of Forsberg.
No, definitely not. Forsberg's there.
Yeah.
You won 2 with them, right? Forsberg? Yeah.
You know what's crazy to think about right
Sakic
now,
and
though,
Forsberg
is a
won
guy
too.
like.
One at a time.
Sorry.
Yeah, no.
No, go ahead.
Is a guy like. Did you mention Sakic?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So who was it again? It was Sakic,
Forsberg.
Forsberg, and your goalie requirement, which is Waugh, sure. And then it's the Foot.
Well, Makar.
That's my argument.
Yeah, see.
Is
Or
if you
Mc-
go
or McKinnon.
current, McKinnon is there and Makar is there.
Oh, those guys!
And-
those guys controlled hockey though. Forsberg. I remember when the Canucks didn't make it for a long time, and
You guys,
There was-
but you're right.
they touched the
Yeah, you're
puck.
right.
Hayduk and Sakic, they won, and Forsberg, man, like he had a hattie in that game. They used to. They had more cups. Let's have another debate later. Like McKinnon and Makar, like you win one, they're going up against legends, so they need to up their game and win another.
I actually think the current Avalanche even maybe
They do.
missed a window. They're due because
I
they even
think
missed
they're-
a window where they could have won like a year or two ago and didn't, and that's where they could have had like a couple.
I think if I would go to Avalanche Mount Rushmore, I would probably put McKinnon in
Yeah,
over Foot.
yeah.
But
Yeah, I just think they were picking every kind of position, making kind of like a
Sure.
legit
Sure.
team.
Sure.
But McKinnon, wow.
Yeah.
Beast.
It's him or Makar. It's him or Makar.
What about another team? Losh, you actually brought these guys up to me.
Who is it?
Who?
The Devils.
Wow.
Another goalie requirement.
Easy.
Easy.
And then you got
I got 2
Niedermeyer.
I got 2D in my Mount Rushmore for these guys.
Okay, you go ahead.
I got Niedermeyer and I got Scott Stevens.
The Pitbull.
So
Stevens
with
was
Brodeur,
With
who's
Brodeur.
your one forward?
Eliash.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
That guy was a stud.
Yeah.
Elias.
He played like 20 years for them.
He's a hockey pool hero. If you ever drafted Elias, you know you were good for like 80 points.
I've seen someone interchangeable with him that's totally a mucker, but was there for 20 years, is Dynaco.
Yeah.
20 years there.
It's a long time.
He does the broadcasting now.
Yeah, that guy's a total devil.
Oh, yeah.
Like an
He's
absolute
like
devil.
Putty from Seinfeld.
Yeah. So three
Who?
Putty. Remember Putty from
Putty.
Seinfeld?
Yeah.
The Devils! The Devils!
Defazio's just so pumped, just looking right straight. So he did.
So wait, we got the Devils. They had 3 cups in 9 years.
Wow.
Do you know who else had 3 cups in 9 years?
Modern day or back then?
Blackhawks.
Yeah. Wow. Modern day.
Guys, we forget.
Who's yours? Do you have it? Do you have? Do you
Gotta be
think?
all modern day players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
maybe you put Bobby Hall in there.
No.
No.
people would put Makita.
Yeah.
We wouldn't. But
I wouldn't.
a lot. So you got Kane.
Yeah.
Taze.
You got Taves. You got Keith.
And Seabrook, I think.
no.
Buddy, that guy got a lot of OT goals there.
no.
Hosa?
Yes.
Hosa
Like, I mean, it's
or
either-
Keat. Yeah.
Hosa's mine.
Hosa's yours?
In my 4, yeah.
Did Hosa win all 3?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, it's Hosa.
Who do you got, big man? You got a good look in your face.
I mean, just as a like a mountaintop, I do say kind of
mountaintop.
like Makita's kind of like a hawk, like a complete
But like
legend.
you're forced to do it though.
No, yeah.
You don't need
I
to be
hear you.
forced. You don't need to be forced. I
Gives
mean,
a shit about Stan Mikita.
Dustin, hey, Dustin Bufflin.
oh, buddy. I mean,
Well, we're
he
talking
won the cups. If it's cup count, sure.
One cup. He
I would,
Oh, is it one?
won. He won
Yeah,
one.
okay.
They got traded. They had to dump him.
It's Hosa.
yeah, probably Hosa.
I think so. You just hear the stories, how hard he was to play against. He was that X factor
exactly.
that brought them
and
over
he
the
was
edge.
how many other cup finals was he in back to back with Pitt? Like he was doing, then he won 3.
Yeah.
It's true.
Right?
Back to back.
he's just
Made
one of
some
those-
signing mistakes, this and that, lost, and then
One
he
of
came
those
back and
dominant
just
players.
Won 3 with
One
a
of
good.
those dominant players.
Yeah.
Any other underrated? I got an underrated. I like Tampa.
Sure, because
Yeah.
Tampa won 2 cups in 2 eras.
Could've
2 cups in 2.
very-
Sorry, 3 cups. 3 cups.
And very close to a three-peat,
True.
which that would have been insanity.
Okay, let's
Let's
do
hope
it.
it
Let's
for
do a
it.
TB. Everybody do a Tampa. Everybody do a Tampa.
Okay.
Ooh.
You want to?
Well, I'm gonna try to go like just off the top of my head, but if I go off the top of my head, I throw Le Cavalier.
Mm-hmm.
I throw Stamkos. I throw. Oh man, it's either Hedman. Okay, and then if it's my 4th, oh man, it's not Andrechuk. It's not. Did I say St. Louis?
No,
I didn't, so it's probably St. Louis.
I'm thinking St. Louis.
So who do I got now? Who did I say?
You're missing one it could be interchangeable. Kucherov.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, Kucherov.
Conn
So
Smythe.
who were my first 3?
You had
Stamkos.
Stamkos and
Lecavalier.
Le Cavalier.
I would take Le Cavalier out.
me too.
Oh, would you? Okay.
I
and
do
throw
love
in,
him.
And throw in St. Louis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd go St. Louis, Kucherov, Hedman.
Hedman, so you'd keep Hedman in. And
Yes. And
what about goalie requirement?
I think Vasilevsky.
Yeah.
yeah, you got to go with the goalie.
Back then, what was it? It was Habby Bulin?
Javi Bulin.
Habby Bulin. And Habby Bulin wasn't like that crazy for that long, as dominant as
Vasilevsky
Vasilevsky.
was.
It still is. Still is.
They almost, still is right. They almost three-peated, it's true. But
Yeah.
they ran into a good Colorado.
I think actually right now is the time that Tampa is on a decline.
Mm-hmm.
They're on a decline.
Well,
They're not.
they got-
I don't think they're
yeah,
going to do. I
I
don't think they're
hope.
going to do damage next year.
I don't even think they're going to make playoffs.
Yeah,
No.
it could be that team.
You don't think, buddy?
Oh, yeah, they
they're
want-
gonna
you know.
be. Their souls are gutted with that.
We got to
Stamkos
keep
trade.
it. We got to keep it for the NHL
Yeah,
pod. That's
sorry.
Sure. But it's
Because,
so easy.
it's
to
so
segue
wicked.
into that.
It is.
Can it be safe? Is it safe to say? We've named some nutty Rushmores. The absolute opponents of each other are the juggernauts, Pittsburgh and Edmonton.
Yes.
Can we safely
Yeah.
say that?
Okay,
For sure.
I know you like your Detroit.
Sure.
Are they a little bit below, or do you think
I
it's a
could
three-way?
No, I out of Detroit, Pittsburgh, and Edmonton.
Yeah.
out of respect of past and present, I think I'd put Detroit 3.
Yeah.
I think I'd put Detroit 3.
Yeah, that's I agree
you know,
with that.
it's 2 or 3. It's not 1. It's not 1. It's
No.
2 or 3. So yeah, I can see Edmonton and Pittsburgh.
If I'm looking at everyone in their prime in Pittsburgh,
Okay.
Yager,
We haven't talked about Pitt, so
Lemieux, Crosby, Malkin, that is the only, I don't know.
Yeah, he deserves to be there.
you forget about Paul Coffey, like you said. But
Malkin
no,
deserves to
Malkin
be
was Conn
So
Smythe.
you got Crosby, Lemieux,
Yeah.
Crosby,
Was,
Lemieux, Yager,
force. He was like Forsberg to Sakic.
Malkin.
and Malkin. So
You're
yeah,
not winning those cups without Malkin.
No.
He was
No.
Either of those
Forsberg
three.
to Sakic.
true.
At one point, Malkin was the best player on the planet.
He won the Conn Smythe their first year. You got to put Phil the Thrill there too. No hot dog eating Phil Kessel.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to hear a stat though about Yager? And the stat about Yager is that he played 24 seasons in the NHL, which is fucking ridiculous. Still playing right now, daily, weekly, as much as you're playing, he is playing. And he played 11 seasons with Pittsburgh, dominated.
Mm-hmm.
He played 14 seasons on other teams.
Yeah.
So out of his career, he spent less than half of his time in Pittsburgh dominating, but he played 14 years on other teams. That's crazy.
No,
Crazy.
I know.
And he went to the Czech.
you were saying
man. He went to the
about-
Czech in prime.
about Pitt?
What about them?
Like, who's your
I just feel like,
Malkin? Was your debate? Like,
yeah, I mean,
Or who?
you could put
Fleury?
Marc-Andre.
yeah, but
he didn't win
Matt
those two
Murray
cups.
kind of like came
True.
in and won one. And
Marc-Andre, it could be there.
I
You
think
got
that's the
Ron Francis can be in there too.
Do you throw a Letang maybe to get a D because he dominated 3 cups? He's up there still playing to this day under contract, going to retire a Penguin.
It's not even like we
If it's-
say he like was on that team and won cups. Like Tang was a big part why they won. He was good. He's like, sometimes you can say the guy's on there and like, oh, you won a cup and you're just on the team.
How do we tease this out then?
I think it's
Pittsburgh
between-
versus Detroit.
I think
versus Detroit or versus-
No, or Edmonton. you mean.
Sorry, Edmonton.
I
Pittsburgh-
think it's Edmonton because we had so many debates of who's there.
I think it's Edmonton.
It's Edmonton. Like I don't even have.
Okay, so we got to do an Edmonton.
I think the X factor in all this right now, I got Pittsburgh ahead by a freaking feather. It's McJesus, guys. It's all about McJesus right now.
if you count him in or
If
not.
he wins,
If he could win a Lord Stanley,
Sure.
if he bring this year, this is their year. Bring
You
it.
think so?
This is their window.
I don't think they're good.
I just fucking hope not.
I don't
because
think
just
their
want-
goalie's
I
good.
just don't want it.
And like,
just don't want
I
it.
don't think their goalie's good.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do.
think their D is good. I just don't think like you can. It's a long season, and I don't know. It's just a grind, and like they were lucky that they like got out of their hole that they did. I don't know. It's not going to happen again. They said cup or bust.
I think they're deep
don't-
enough. I think they're deep enough to finish 1 or 2.
Anything happens in the playoffs. They barely
Yeah.
got through a third string goalie in Vancouver.
You know
Like,
the slide they went on last year? I don't think they're going to go on that slide
No,
again.
it's not happening. But I
They're
feel
not
like
going to do that. They're not going to lose like
I
15
just-
straight or whatever that
I
was.
don't think they're good, and their fans need to like chill out a bit too.
Okay,
But
they made it. They Game 7, the finals. They have a
after being down 0-3.
energy.
Yeah, that's fine.
That confidence of Drysdale saying, "I don't want to wear any other jersey."
Oh, man,
That-
should have
Wait, that pumps up that dressing room. They got wicked experience in the playoffs last year. If they're going to win the cup, it's next year. And going forward, it'll be tough to sprinkle all the cap around the team.
Yeah.
With the rest of the
Well,
damn
McDavid-
money.
No, yeah,
McDavid's
yeah.
going to get 15 million in 2 years.
Yeah.
So when he gets 15 million and Draisaitl's making 14 million, that's going to be a lot. 29 million.
like
30,
you guys
know.
think Bouchard is like
This is all topics for another pod, though. Boys.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. It is. It's another segue. It's another
Evan
segue.
Bouchard's out. Leave
Okay,
it with
last point on that.
Evan Bouchard is just like offense. Like
Well, he was
You
better
got-
than Quinn
you got
Hughes in
me
the
one,
playoffs.
please, out of the fridge.
Okay,
No, this. Thank you. Sorry, bro.
okay, guys.
Greens.
All right, boys. During the pod, we have a little intermission
Yeah.
with some booze here.
Intermission. We need drinks.
We need drinks, and boys are getting heated on this because it's it's a tough one, right?
It's good.
You make the final call. What do you think?
Well,
No, not final call. We'll end up giving a thank you, bro.
You want one? No, I'm good. Can you open for me?
So, should we just say who you picking right now?
We got to pick out Edmonton, Mount Rushmore, all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
The one that we.
Okay, go ahead, Defazio.
No, somebody go before me. Somebody go
Just
before
I'm
me.
gonna name my number one.
Sure.
Okay, who's your number one? Edmonton.
I'm gonna go with Edmonton because there's so many debates of who should be on it. Like
Okay.
the players, it's a big list. Like
Yeah.
no fear, no Paul Coffey, no Yuri Curie on my list. I don't even have McDavid on it. I want cups. I want to see you win one.
Okay.
Right. So my 3 and the goalie, and like there's like 5.
Hey. Whatever you want. Who's your number one?
Edmonton. And I wasn't like I said at the beginning.
No.
you
Who's
just-
your number one player on Edmonton?
on Edmonton? It's Wayne Gretzky.
Okay.
Yeah.
Me too. And we all got Gretzky.
Yeah,
Gretzky.
Okay, so do we all have who's another player we maybe all have? Do we all
I
have
had
a
what
Curry?
Loesch had.
You have Messier.
Yeah, of course.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
have to.
we all have do we all have Messier?
Yes.
So we all have Messier.
Yes.
We all have Gretz.
Yeah.
Who are the other two?
Curry
Yes. For me.
for
Okay.
me,
And I'd probably go Curry too.
and I'm going with the probably the greatest, the best. Sorry, not greatest, the best player to ever lace him up. Greatest and best
McDavid.
are different. It's it's McJesus.
For sure.
I go Coffey Fear.
Okay.
Full roster.
Okay. I match yours. I match yours.
I match big man's too.
Okay. That was wicked, but to end it off, right now, things can change. That's the beauty of this podcast. The GOAT status has changed over time. Pittsburgh, you got Edmonton.
I got Edmonton.
Pittsburgh or Edmonton for the greatest Mount Rushmore team.
Sure. Pittsburgh, Edmonton, I go by a hair. Oh man. I go Pittsburgh. I go Pittsburgh by a hair.
Fuck. It's tough for me too. I mean, great.
It's close,
It's
man.
so close.
It's close. It's coin toss.
I'm gonna give the edge just because I've seen 3 of them. I gotta go Pittsburgh.
Yeah. I'm going with Pittsburgh because I break
Yeah.
it down to Lemieux and Crosby, that duo, versus Gretzky McJesus. And I think McJesus needs some more years, and he could be the X factor by the end of it.
What's crazy is McDavid's played in the league like about 8 or 9 years already. Right?
Oh, more.
Maybe more. Maybe 10 years. Maybe 10 years.
He came in
2013.
Yeah.
I just saw this Defazio.
2013? Don't tell me 11 years he's been in
Yeah.
the league.
Listen, I just saw this stat today. Guess how many points he needs to reach 1,000 points?
To reach 1,000 points, how many?
Yeah.
How many?
180.
18.
Wow.
So 8.
He'll be cracking 1,000 points within the first 2 weeks of the season.
Hey,
Yeah.
for the record, he's a member of the Scorpions winning team.
So,
Bro, he's up there.
But also, everyone forgets his rookie year. He got that collarbone injury. He missed almost the whole season.
Yeah.
How sickening are Vancouver Canucks fans going to be when they win? I'm not even a Canucks fan. I don't want them to win.
Okay, good. You make a good point. We got the Canucks time. We got to talk about the
Hometown
Canucks.
team.
The Canucks Mount Rushmore. So we have an unconfirmed list. Go radio, okay?
Like it's yours? It's
Yeah.
your personal list?
So
okay.
we got Sedin twins, and you can't group them into one. Okay? Sedin twins, Linden, and Bure. Who are you keeping it the same, or who are you replacing? This is tough, boys.
It is tough.
And
it is tough.
you know what?
I just make one
Yes.
change. I make one change. As much as I love him, he's maybe one of my favorite players of all time.
Yeah.
But I take out Linden. I take out
That's what I'm
Linden. I'm
taking
sorry,
out
it's a
too.
slap in the
All right,
face,
that's
but
what
I
I'm
take out Linden and I replace him. I keep the Sedins and I keep Bure, Sedin's Bure, and I add in Hughes.
Wow.
And I don't think any of you were expecting me to say that.
No.
But the only reason I do is because I think Hughes is already dominant and will go down as the greatest defenseman of Canucks of all time, of the most points of all time. And I think he's gonna hoist a cup in Vancouver because I think we're gonna win one within a window.
Excited, get the
Laughing.
boys excited.
And
One-
at the
one-
end of the
let him
day,
finish, let him
at the end of the day, I put him ahead by a hair of a guy like Linden with all that heart. He didn't win a cup for us. I'm sorry, Linden, but it didn't happen. You still took us there. So that's why Hughes and him, they both don't have cups. But I just put Hughes even finishing higher than points maybe than Linden ever did as a Canuck. And that's why I got to put him there.
Yeah. With Linden, he's so iconic here.
I had his jersey growing up. He's the guy. He's the captain.
However, like you kind of said, his impact, I don't think, was long enough. When early on, he was a great player here. How long was that kind of dominating young kind of player? Not very long.
No, 3.
Yeah.
And then he got shipped out, right? New regime came in, shipped him out.
But he's iconic. You know, you don't just become president of your team, of your city, man. You
don't be starting gyms.
He's Captain Canuck. He's Captain Canuck to me. So he's my questionable one. Okay, let's just go with this first, maybe. Can we just say the locks? Who are the locks for the Rushmore, Canucks Rushmore?
Sedin's and Bure.
Yes.
Sedin's Bure.
Bure is a 1,000,000% lock.
Million.
He was ahead of his time, the most electrifying player, arguably in the history of hockey. He's there.
You know what I love the most about Bure? I love that he played like 85% of his career in Vancouver. He took off and he played Florida a couple of years and New York 1 year.
Yeah.
Okay? But they only got him for a year, and they got him in the tail end of his career. Yeah. And he, retired in Florida and did his thing in Florida. Yeah. Man, Canucks have had trades with Florida from back in the Bure days, back in the Jovanovski days, back in the Luongo days. Yeah. So many trades with Florida.
McCabe.
So many trades. But, as I was saying, I just put him, he's one of the best of all time for sure.
Are you replacing somebody?
I don't know. Like, I was so shocked you went with Quinn Hughes.
Yeah, I knew you would.
I thought you were no respect to your fellow Paisan. I thought Luongo you would replace him with.
Mm-hmm.
Like Quinn, just it's so early. Like he's not Makar, and he's not even on a list that we're talking about. I know you guys are excited. I know you guys had a good first year in 10, but like everybody's got to pump it down a little bit here. This is for another pod.
I don't think it is.
Canucks fans and Oilers fans, like they're just like both like just
no. I'm going to explain to you why.
One super excited year, and it's like next year you're not even in, and it's like back to square one.
I'm going to explain to you why. Not only did the man you're referring to just win a Norris at like 22 at like 22 years old,
big time.
Okay, but not only that, not only did he captain his team to play the way that they are as they did last year. But the reason Makar wasn't brought up isn't because Makar isn't worthy to be on there. Makar's problem is there's too many fucking good players on Colorado. And he didn't make the list of 4, where unfortunately you compare the team of Colorado and all those studs to Vancouver.
Good point.
And we have none of them.
Yep.
They're fighting for space. Waugh and Forsberg and Sakic and all those. You had Adam Foote on there. Yeah. We're trying to find room for Colorado players, and Vancouver doesn't have them. So the only reason Hughes makes it for me is because I have nobody else to choose. So I want to know who you put, and if it's Linden and Hughes for me is a wash. Linden respect for what he did, but I give Hughes more respect now.
100% right, but iconic
Linden for sure.
Linden, I can't.
But there's a lot of honestly. There's a few players I could take Linden out. I agree though. The 3, the Sedins, because you can't separate them.
Yep.
Bure, he ain't going anywhere. He's on the original goatee. He ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Linden, iconic wise, yes, for sure. Staple in our city. Built the gyms, everything like that.
Built the gyms.
But in terms of like skill, I hear he was good, but Nazi. Honestly, mine, and I'm being Nazi. I'm being biased here, just because I was a huge fan of him.
Yeah, okay.
I put Bertuzzi. I loved Bert, and that team was so close that era. He like that fucking
Morrison.
Steve Moore.
I was a fan then.
I wouldn't go.
No, not put Morrison on, but that line.
Wait.
I could go Kessler.
But Reens,
wow.
You say they were so close then? I was a fan back then, they were not close.
No, they were close, man.
No,
They
man.
should have beat Minnesota.
No,
they fucked
but-
up there. And
Yeah,
then,
they did.
And then the fucking
Detroit, they had the lead. They came back and stomped us, and like it just they weren't close because you
Minnesota,
still
and
got to
then,
go through.
and then the whole Steve Moore thing fucked us.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It did.
So back to you're saying that you can't have all the arguments with Vancouver of who to fill in.
Sure.
Okay, yeah, cup wise, I get it. It's Colorado, they got a lot of guys, but
Yeah.
Vancouver, you
Had some
said
studs.
Luongo, you could put
But
him there.
so you got to pick one. So who
I'm
do you
probably
put?
I'm probably putting Bertuzzi in just because I love him.
So
But-
Bert. So well, legit. If you got to put a 4, Bert's it.
Yeah, I'd probably put Bert.
Yeah, that's fine.
Wow.
So
Nice.
Wait, did you say Luongo for you?
No, I'm not
Okay,
replacing him.
okay.
I'm going. If I would,
Yeah.
I would put.
You're
Luongo.
keeping Linden.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm keeping Linden. Iconic. That
Yeah.
that picture with him and
Yeah,
and
it's
McLean like hugging each other and the defeat, like how
Yeah.
sad that was.
It would
like,
be that head on the Rushmore.
Yeah.
It'd be,
Oh,
it'd
right
be
there.
that
God.
head.
There's a picture right there.
that's just
it.
like
It'd be that head.
that.
The only reason why I would not put Luongo, arguably he definitely could be, I consider him more of a Panther.
Sure.
I'm sure he
And
does
he's
himself
on their he's on their Rushmore.
Yeah.
And listen, we didn't retire his jersey.
Big mistake.
Big mistake, I thought. We
Big
thought
mistake.
Still,
Yeah.
it's just in the ring.
it's in the Ring of
not
Ring
Honor,
of Honor.
Now.
Yeah.
It's in the ring. You're not going to.
which is you're among some legends too. But
And put him next to Bums. Remember we talked about that?
well, McLean and him, who McLean had the number one as well. It was a tough call, but yeah,
So you keep Linden?
I love Nazi. By the way,
Yeah.
that you mentioned that. Oh,
Was
man.
Nazi your guy?
I mean, no, he wasn't.
No, like growing up, like
I
he
loved
was
watching
yeah.
him. Yeah,
I loved him
loved
too.
watching him. He
19,
was
fuck,
sick.
he was
Dude, he
awesome.
won,
I think
like,
if you
they
ask
His wrist
won
shot.
Art Ross, they won scoring titles.
Yeah,
in 20 years, if you ask a Vancouverite who's a Canuck legend, most people are going to say Linden.
Yes.
Just for that.
The argument goes like they say, well, should Nazi be up in the Ring of Honor? Like people debate that and they argue it.
he's not.
No, sorry, in the rafters. Should Nazi not be in the rafters?
Yeah.
He is though, right?
He is in the
He
rafters.
is.
Yes.
He is. I
No,
didn't.
the
I, didn't
owners
I
have
liked
no,
it.
They got no idea what they're doing, man.
No disrespect to Nazi. Nazi,
saying.
Nazi,
don't
I
know
love
what they're
him.
doing, man.
Nazi, I love him. But
No one's
Rafters was, in my opinion, Luongo should have been
Agreed.
Rafters more than
Agreed.
Naslin.
but no one's saying Linden shouldn't be up there.
No,
So that's
yeah, no one's saying Linden shouldn't be up there. He's getting the respect he deserves, but I just don't. Yeah,
Just a good Canadian boy.
Yeah. Okay, boy, that was awesome, eh?
That was good
Any
mix
other
up.
final thoughts? So I'm keeping Linden, guys.
okay, fine.
You got Bertuzzi.
Watch
you
this.
got
you guys
Hughes,
are gonna.
baby.
You guys are gonna play
I
this
got the
shit
same
back.
as you.
You guys are gonna play this.
No,
back.
you know what?
mean,
You know the
you
funny
could
thing
be-
he
you
said
could be
was, 20 years from now we're gonna ask for the same Rushmore. It's gonna be the same names. No cups.
Like,
Wow,
but I tell you,
aggressive.
wait, I tell you this
Fucking
though.
stupid.
If if Canucks do end up winning a cup, Hughes he gets an automatic
100%.
Oh,
bid
auto.
there.
He's
Yeah.
sexy.
He's
to
there
watch.
right away.
He's sexy.
Yeah.
to
So all
watch.
they got to do, and you
We
put
could argue
But what's
JT
going
Miller.
on with
listen,
that?
you put
JT Miller. You know how you mentioned Kessler?
yeah.
JT Miller will go down and, mark my words, will break Kessler's points, will break Kessler's style, the same style that Kessler had in 2011 that we all fell in love with against Nashville, and he
Yeah.
had fucked up hips and
Yeah.
everything was wrong with him. He's probably getting shot with cortisone every 2 hours, man.
So
but
which-
Miller's our new Kessler.
So which part
But
of
I
it-
think a better version of him. I think he's a little
more
bit even
skilled.
better. I
He's got
think
hands.
so.
So what side of the line are you on when JT Miller signed? Were you on the one that let's trade him because this is brutal, and then or were you on the side of hey, a year later, oh my God, he's the best ever? Like
No.
it's just so wishy washy.
No,
not me. Day one.
Because
Day
there's
one.
people out there he signed and they wanted him out the next day.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's like David Pastrnak signing the big deal there, and I'm like, hey, trade this guy.
Day
Pathetic.
one.
Pathetic.
It was pathetic.
Pathetic, man.
It was pathetic.
I was at JT Miller from the trade
Dude, the guy
that
was
we
in the Cup
gave for
final.
Tampa Bay. The trade to Tampa Bay, we gave up a first round pick for JT Miller. And everybody's like, oh my God, Vancouver's so dumb. They gave up a first-round pick for Miller.
I was
and
part of that, people.
Yeah. And I said, no, this is unbelievable. He was a $5 million player at that time. To have a contract of $5 million and a guy that's putting up points is so valuable.
Good trade by Ben.
Cup final
Bonnie
with
is
the New York
a huge
Rangers.
trade.
Cup final with the New York Rangers. People don't even know
Huge,
that.
man.
Like, he is a good player. I'm
He's
just
a great
saying.
player.
He's a
I was
beast.
not saying
Yeah.
anything bad, but
No.
he's a.
I'm telling you, he's going to surpass Kessler.
He was on
He's
Tampa.
got way better hands than him, man. He
Tampa-
can actually toe drag.
Tampa
Kessler's got
ran
stone
through the
hands.
league and they got swept by Columbus. He was on that team too.
Yeah.
So he's got experience. I love Miller.
Okay, boys.
Oh, he's a good player.
All right, I'm gonna get in there. I love it.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was
I
good.
love it.
That was good.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, we got Utah. We got Utah that has
Which
entered
is
the league.
weird.
So the
hockey club.
Weird.
So the Utah Hockey Club.
I searched the name of the.
So
No name.
So
Yeah, they're not naming him this year.
for this
Yeah.
year, at least this year, they're called the Utah Club. They got their jerseys, their logo. They look like a college team. Utah
They're
Yeah.
awful.
looks
Terrible.
bad. Whatever. So
Whatever.
it influenced our Goat 5. Okay. The
Goat-
Goat 5 NHL logos of the past or present.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with
Let's
their number
go.
5s. We're gonna rip through these. Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to go first?
Number 5.
Number 5. Yeah.
I'll go first.
Okay, go.
Number 5, I got the New York Rangers, like the little crown thing.
The shield.
You like
yeah,
that,
the
eh?
shield. Yeah,
The
the
shield.
shield. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
Blue or white?
Blue.
Yeah,
I like the
right.
colors. I like the scheme, the blue, red, the white. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Original 6, baby.
Yeah.
So you like the vintage one? The retro
They're
one?
Yes,
on my,
yes.
They're on my
Yeah.
list, bro.
Well, they're all
They're on
like.
my list.
Well, I guess they don't wear those ones with the shield on the crest. But yes,
they made
that's
they
mine.
made
That's
the
mine.
new Rangers third jersey, and it has that crest, and they wore it for the outdoor game, bro. That jersey
let me see
looks
that.
sick.
Yeah.
It's dark blue. They just wore it a couple
Oh, yes,
years ago.
yes, that one,
It's
yes.
super dark blue with that huge crest,
Yeah.
and it looks mint.
Yeah.
So good.
I'll go for my number 5, guys.
Number 5.
I've been thinking about this. I don't know why. I think about the Dominator in this. I love the Buffalo, the Saber.
They have
the
that now.
Buffalo with the horn.
The Maxim Efendiganov jersey.
Maxime.
Black.
So not. We're focusing on the logo.
It was.
Yeah.
But-
logo. Okay.
just logo, not jersey. We did jerseys before.
Okay,
'cause
yeah.
Not the whole kit, just the logo.
Yeah,
And I
okay.
love, for some reason, that reminds me of Fenneganov's a good one though, but Hasek
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
when he was fucking wicked for Lindy Ruff.
Should've won
back
the
in
cup.
day.
Hasek's one of the best goalies of all time,
Yeah.
by the way.
Absolutely.
He's underrated in my opinion, but
he's underrated
no. I think he's not on
because he
people's
didn't win a cup,
radars.
but he
I
won
think
an Olympics.
Yeah.
Number 5 for you, Toorzy.
I'm going with the Minnesota Wild. I never lost a game, first off, in 07 Xbox. My team was stacked. Never lost a game.
So you like that?
Oh, it's the Wild, it's the North Star, and it's a Predator all in one. I literally changed it because you said we're going on logo.
Yeah.
That's the best logo.
Minnesota.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is.
It's cool.
If you
It's
look
a
at it, it's
picture
cool.
within a picture.
Yeah, literally just change it right now.
Defazio.
My number 5 is Chicago Blackhawks. I was that. I had them. We had their jerseys for our beer league teams a little while back too, back in the day.
Yeah.
And not only that, but just that crest to me is iconic, and I love even more that they were not one of the teams that got rid of their logo and their crest with all that history when all that cancel shit and Washington Redskins had to change their name and Edmonton Eskimos changed their name and everybody changed their name and Blackhawks said no, we're paying tribute to legends, to
I love
Chiefs.
Yeah.
And that's why we're keeping it. We're standing by it. And that's why it's my number 5.
I love it too.
I love that.
Reno,
All right.
4.
4 for me. This team actually went back to this logo this year, just a little bit different on the font. I'm going the LA Kings, like the Chevy logo.
Yeah.
Like
And
with
it's
the
back.
It's
It's back.
back.
Silver.
With the Gretzky.
Silver.
I
Silver.
love that logo. I love the colors
Oh,
on
you
it.
might be making me adjust
And,
something now.
Yeah, you know what? Like,
Wow.
Gretz wearing that. Like where he is, right there. That one, right there, right behind
right
the
there.
behind. Oh, it's just so crisp. So crisp.
Wow.
Good pick.
Changing everything.
What a logo.
I got another one that's vintage as hell, and it is a picture within a picture too, kind of. Hartford Whalers.
Ooh.
Oh,
You got the hidden H and the fin. Not many people know there's a whale fin and the H in the middle. It's sweet.
yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
Carolina, they pay tribute to that. They've worn it
Yeah.
a couple times.
Yeah,
that is a. I didn't even think about that. That is a sharp logo.
I love the Whalers.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wore them.
Yeah.
They wore them
just
last
wear
year.
'em. Yeah.
Yeah.
They wear them once, I think.
Toorzy 4, buddy.
I'm a homer, so I think that original 6, black and gold, tough. I like the B. I'm going with the spoke B. I like it because
Spokes.
any colors they go with, it just looks nice.
I actually really liked Boston's jersey
I
this
do.
year when they went back to that
yeah,
spoke B.
I got
like
that whole team signed jersey.
And
back to it or the gold, the
This-
gold.
this
I like
past-
the gold,
this
the 100th
past
year.
year. Yeah,
yeah,
this
I
past
like
year,
that. Yeah.
And you reminded me, and we forgot, boys, Boston Bruins Mount Rushmore.
Oh man, we didn't talk about that.
Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
You have a Mount Rushmore of
glad.
defensemen.
I'm glad we didn't talk about
Yeah.
it.
Cam
I'm
Neely,
glad we picked
You
a
got
good
Cam
fucking one.
Neely.
Let's talk
You
about
got
Krejci, Bergeron,
Zdeno, Bobby Orr, guys. Esposito. We forgot.
Hey, yeah, they are up there.
Just thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
Defazio, number 4, bud.
Number 4, you guys are going to be shocked. If I was going with Kings and taking that crest logo that you said, it was either going to be that here. But you're going to be shocked as me picking Hughes on my number 4. And that's new era right now, debuting this season, Anaheim Ducks.
Yes.
Bro, it's,
Yeah, I haven't seen this yet. Everyone,
are you
there's a
fucking kidding?
bunch
You
of
got to
hype on
post
it.
this. When you
Bunch of
post
hype.
this, post the picture for everybody to make sure they see it orange.
With the
I
orange.
want the orange,
Yeah.
bro. The center crest,
Yeah.
gold with the old school duck with the cross sticks.
Yeah.
is sick. They
went
got the
back
best
to-
unis
with
in the league.
Duck
yeah,
beak, right?
and it's
Yeah.
meaner. The eye is different. It's a little bit meaner, bro.
Okay.
It's.
I don't know if I've looked at it fully. And maybe I've got a glimpse in it, but I know
I'm
there's
gonna
a lot
pull
of
up
hype
a
on it.
picture.
I know
I'm
there's
gonna
a
pull
lot
up
of
a picture for you to look right now. But Milos is gonna throw it up when
Yeah.
you put this up. But it's up there.
With the kits, you even got the orange pants.
Yeah,
It looks-
Some say it's too orange,
Yeah.
but I don't mind it.
It looks dynamite.
Yeah, it looks mint.
All right, you find that, and you go to your number 3.
Number 3, Johnny, you said this one as your 5th, I believe. I'm going to go the Chicago Blackhawks.
Yes.
Yep.
Awesome.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why I always loved this logo in all generations. It's gotten a little bit more modern.
I got it.
Okay,
I got it.
Oh, okay, yes,
Yeah.
yes. I
Right,
have
like
seen
for
it.
the camera to see.
I have seen
Yeah.
it.
I mean, that's mint.
It is nice.
That is nice.
Charlie Conway.
Charlie Conway.
I always like the logo hasn't changed too much. It's gotten a little modern. I love the Philly Flyer. I love that logo. It looks tough.
That was like my 6th.
It's looking tough.
I don't know why. I just think it's a cool. I think of Bobby Clark breaking ankles when I look at that.
Yeah.
You know,
Lindros,
Ooh,
the Legion of Doom.
Legion of Doom.
I'll give
baby.
shout out to my brother's team who didn't win last year, but he's the PF Flyers. His
Yeah.
team is the PF Flyers.
We
and
know
they
them.
And they
Yeah,
didn't-
we do.
Yeah.
That was Benny the Jet Rodriguez too. in the
That's right. That's right. That's right. Of course.
3,
Number 3, bud.
the Duck.
The Ducks.
I remember that
yeah.
jersey when it came out in like '96. I remember I had one too. It's
Yeah.
like even the logo that.
Which duck? The one I just showed you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay,
I
yeah.
love that.
So sick.
Even the old color, the teal and the white.
So is that your
Korea.
three?
And the purple.
This is my 3.
The purple.
Nice.
You're 3.
My 3 is okay. Hold on, I had this. Oh, my 3 is the one that you mentioned, the Rangers crest, the Rangers, the Rangers shield.
Yeah.
That's my number 3. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Number 2, Rino.
Number 2 is what Johnny's got on right now. The wing.
The wing,
so
guys.
nice,
so
fresh, red, white with the, I don't know, just the
It's-
flying wing is timeless.
That's
I
Red.
think it's
That's
timeless.
Red Wings shoe store on Kingsway.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And I hate now that they're putting these fucking jersey ads on these original 6 jerseys, and it bothers me.
I know.
Like you don't. It's like putting a bumper sticker on a Ferrari. You don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
it's
so
true.
brutal, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Wow, when I look at that jersey, I don't know why I think of Fedorov in those white boots. We got one in the
White.
Goatrage. That's Fedorov worn right there.
Oh yeah.
Defazio.
Buddy.
Anyways, and I think of the Magic Man. The white
Datsuk.
and red. Datsuk. In that.
Datsuk, number
Man,
13.
Yeah.
And his little deke flips where he'd like just
Yeah.
chip them up on his shootouts.
But it's not my number 2, boys.
Okay, so that was your.
That was,
Number
no,
two.
your number.
That was
3.
number
No, you
2.
got Philly. So you're going with your number 2 now.
Yeah, my number 2 is the only reason why they're number 1 because my number 1 has to be associated with a cup.
Okay.
But number 2, Canucks skate. boys.
Wow.
Come on. The 94.
I
Canucks
love that
skates.
you're respecting the Canucks.
100%.
Yeah.
I think our 2-1 are the same.
And if they win a cup, it'll be number 1.
You can
That's
look
2, right?
That's 2.
That's 2.
Yeah, you can look at mine too. The 2 is the 94 skate.
Yeah?
Like it's just
Me and you are very agreeable.
And
today.
my number 1 is gonna be the same as yours.
Okay.
My number 2 is that skate is the best jersey, toughness,
Yeah.
grit, blood on the freaking jersey. I like the whites. Your team needs to bring back the whites
I
at
agree.
home with white towels. Oh,
Ah, that would be sweet.
like forget the black now.
Yeah.
Let's go bring the whites at
Are
home.
you allowed to wear white at home if
I
you
don't
really
know. That
want
owner
it?
has no idea what he's doing, so I don't know.
No, they made that rule. We used to wear white.
You can do whatever you want.
The league used to wear white at
Yeah.
home, and then they switched.
They still
Yeah.
do it. There's
I know
times they
that.
do
I
it.
know
No, they did. There's a rule change that they did. Actually, if you guys don't know, look at the NHL. The second half of the season, they actually wear whites at home.
No way.
Yeah, they
Right
did.
now?
Yep,
Really?
they did it 1 year.
Are you serious? Wait, hold on. Are we debuting a new NHL rule?
No, they did that 3 years ago. I remember. You can look at. I don't know if it's 3 years ago. They did. You had the option to wear whites at
Oh,
home.
option.
Yes.
Not the
Yes.
standard.
Yes, and like
Not the standard.
and like so they wear their thirds at home, which is like a cream or white jersey you have, and you wear. Why can't that third be the white version this year if you don't even want to go that way? Bring the white skate back, and maybe you wear it at home once. But I don't know, like
Black's
maybe
tough, though.
Maybe
Black's tough.
the
Black's
fabric
mean.
material's too much for the Aquilines. They don't want to like.
All right, Aquilines, that's Tours' take on
Bro, this guy hates on the owners like they're.
No, it's not him, the owners. It's
no,
just,
I know.
It's
but
just
this-
everything involved.
Defazio number 2, buddy.
Oh my! It's too painfully hard because I have Canucks there as well, but I have somebody slotted in place instead, and it's Minnesota North Stars.
Ooh, wow.
It's the Golden End tribute to our championship beer league team, the
Yeah.
North Stars.
That's why.
But that's pretty. That's what gives it. And I own a lot of Canucks jerseys too. I've worn the black hues skate here.
Yep.
But I give the edge to the North Star.
And have you seen Modano in that North Star jersey?
Oh,
Buddy,
nice
the
flapping,
best.
in the wind.
You know what? Another topic I want from you is best all-time hockey numbers, and deciding who wore the best number 9, who wore
Yeah,
the best
that's
a good discussion.
number,
That's a
That
good
is.
discussion.
or your top numbers of all time. Because I already mentioned a number 9, Gordie Howe tonight,
Yeah.
but another legend
19's up there, too.
is
Yes, it is.
exactly who we were just talking about.
We actually had, when we first started Go Radio, we had an episode called Crazy Eights. And we talked about the best players to wear 8. Kobe, Ovi. It was pretty good.
Oh, okay.
But that same sort
Crazy
of thing.
Eights.
Yeah.
Yes,
Eights.
yes.
Okay,
I
bro.
was on that pod.
Modano. Hey, by the way,
No,
I
Modano
have
wore
his
9,
jersey.
no? Modano wore 9.
He did, and I have his. I was going to wear that tonight.
That's a nice
Yeah.
It was
jersey.
his, or it's the black star. I'll wear it
That's
next
a
time.
nice
Okay.
jersey,
It's the
too.
black
Yeah.
star with Modano on the back.
Beauty.
Those black
Yes,
star
sir.
ones are nice
It's a
too.
good team too, man.
My
Number 1 logo of the past or present.
His
My
2.
number 1.
That's his 2.
No, my 2
No,
was
it's-
the Wings.
no,
Okay.
it's
Yeah.
1 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
My 1 is your 2. I got to go with the hometown team, the Nucks skate,
Nice.
the flying skate. I love it.
I love
so
it
I kind
too.
of love how we're going back to it. It's
Love it too. Always will.
It's just, it's just a lot of emotions there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. They should have won.
2000, yeah,
No.
They should have won.
they should have. But
94. They should have won.
what's it called
we'll
when
be
you
back.
almost win?
You come in second.
Kissing your
You
sister.
just
that's
don't
what they
win.
say.
You don't win like the other 31 teams in the
Yeah.
league too.
Do you know who has the most playoff series wins out of the Canadian teams from the 93 season, the last Canadian Cup? Montreal won 93. Who has the most playoff wins
It's got to be Vancouver.
out of all the Canadian teams?
They've gone
No.
on the
Vancouver.
longest runs.
Maybe
It's got to be
Nucks.
Vancouver.
Yeah.
It's Van City.
Yeah.
Nucks.
Yeah, for sure.
With 14.
Yeah.
That you guys are due. Like
Yeah.
the cities
Oh,
do.
dude,
No, I'm not saying you guys. They came
We
close
always
out of
made
all
to
of
the
them.
second
Yeah.
round.
It's
with
act-
those teams.
The
They're due.
only team that'll surpass that is Edmonton.
Nah.
It's the only team. I
Well,
don't
they
think
didn't make
Toronto
the
will.
playoffs for so long. And before
Can I
the
read you
Bears.
guys who's second? It's Montreal with 13.
Wow.
And then it's Edmonton with 12. You got the Sens with 11, Toronto with 10. You got Calgary with 6. We don't talk about Calgary. They've had a rough
6, and they went to
Is
the
that series?
Whoa, that means
Series
the only
wins?
one.
Yeah.
That means the only one.
Just quickly
two
though,
other series.
Defazio, about like how you
Besides
keep saying everybody
after
says Edmonton.
2005.
Wait, one at a time, guys.
So after 2004, when they played Tampa, which they made it, so they've only won 2 other series.
Yeah. And one of them was against Canucks.
Canucks in
and that-
2015.
Yeah, they've been just
And then
had a
they
rough.
beat
No,
Dallas.
because they didn't win. Calgary didn't win, so it's not a series win, right? Is
Yeah,
it series win or
Yeah, series win.
Series
he says.
win.
So
Series win.
they only got 3 wins in 2006.
No, so 2004 when they made the Cup final.
3, not
Sorry,
4.
3. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
3.
Yes, 3.
So 3.
My
So
mistake.
they had 3 others.
So I just want to say, like, back to everybody's
Maybe in the
Edmonton
bubble.
quickly. I'll be quick.
Maybe in the
I have my point now. Is Bruins record most wins regular season, and they lost in the first round. It's not easy. Everybody's on Edmonton's horse. They're first off, their team is not that, like, their D is just suspect.
Yeah.
They can go next round and not make it, or like lose in the first round, not even make it. You never know. It's tough.
Yeah, we'll see.
You know.
We're getting off the rail here, boys. Okay,
Good point.
Loesch, what's your number 1?
My number 1. I'm so glad you wore that jersey, brother.
Oh.
It's the wing.
The wing.
Because the logo has to be iconic, legendary, and successful.
Yep.
And look good.
But it's so clean.
Clean,
Red and
feathers. It's the Detroit Red Wings logo.
I thought we had the same number 1.
Okay.
Because you said Cups, and I went with the Blackhawk. The
Nice.
Chicago Blackhawk is.
That's
just-
your number 1. Wow.
Yeah, because like it's, if you really look at, like you said, the historic, forget all this other stuff. Like that's like the land, the
Yeah.
natives, and like they won cups, and it's like they never changed that logo. And like the original 6, like
Yeah.
Leafs never changed their logo. The Bruins, like
Wings.
they keep that like figure. But I looked at also like what stripes and what colors, like what they could do with that. But the logo is always there and it looks nice. It's that nice.
You don't
that-
change that.
Yeah,
Ever.
and it's all of our like answers are just on board, and we have the mix. It's just
course.
what you prefer and like.
Exactly.
I didn't even have
Does,
that.
course.
doesn't
you know.
Bedard look good in it?
Yeah, he does.
He looks good in the
Yeah.
Chicago jersey.
To me, though, the Bedard in Chicago, I keep seeing Patrick Kane. Because the number 98 and 88,
Yeah.
and they literally lost Kane 88. The year later, they got a 98.
Yeah.
They look just similar.
Small guys.
Their build, small guys, stick handle,
Shifty.
dangle,
I really hope
shifty.
he has success.
He's
Yeah,
a
I
Kane.
do too.
I
He's
really
a Kane,
hope he has
and I
success.
think he's gonna bring. I think he's gonna bring a couple cups to Chicago, the same couple that Kane did.
Well, then we'll be talking about him on the Mount Rushmore for them.
Yeah, for sure,
100%.
for sure.
Who's your number 1, brother?
My number 1, I'm wearing it.
Good.
So, I mean, it's Red Wings all day long. We talked about it. I am making one slight adjustment, though, out of respect to the hometown team. I had 5 Chicago Blackhawks, my 5 entry level. I'm bumping them to 6 and throwing in the black skate at 5. So I'm going to do black skate at 5 because I had to. It was right up there. It
Yeah.
was 5 and 6, but I'll make it official because you guys all got the skate in there,
Yeah.
and I'll bring it in for 5. But number 1 is Red Wings.
And
That boy.
I had Red Wings at 5 when you guys said the logo and the coolness. It's Red Wings, like
For
it's
sure.
Like it's
For sure. For
It's
sure.
a hit or miss, and you know what? We had
Yeah.
the Ducks in there, and Philly, like the
Yeah.
Duck, like we're all on the same page.
Exactly.
Pittsburgh, I was gonna. They were like a 6-7 for me.
Me too.
But
Yeah,
It's kind of like
Pittsburgh,
the flying Gwen.
yeah.
Yeah. The classic penguin, right?
Yeah,
the
the
classic penguin.
The end question here, boys. Let's wrap it all up. How about the total hockey Mount Rushmore?
Oh,
Hockey?
Whoa.
Wait, generally,
that's hard.
the mountaintops are Gretzky, Lemieux, Gordie Howe, Bobby Orr. That is the 4 usually. However,
Wow.
do you put Sid the Kid at 5 or even in the 4?
Oh, man.
He's got to be in 5, but what do you guys think?
My
I think
instant.
you nailed it with your 4.
Yeah.
No, the 4. Those are the guys. That's
That's the
hockey.
reason why Sid's playing hockey.
That's hockey. But is Sid 5?
100%. That guy's a goat.
I put Sid in 4 just to be dirty. I do.
Who
And
do you
I
take
even.
him out?
What's that?
Who do you take out?
I take out 2 guys. I take out Howe and Orr, unfortunately,
Yeah.
because respect to guys like that.
Yeah.
But I do put in Crosby.
Yeah,
and I
Crosby's-
do put in McDavid believe it or not.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I got McDavid all time. He's going to go down all time.
Yep.
If I own a Ricker, we're talking about cards and card show and
Yeah.
PSA 10s and graded cards and the best of the best. You got a McDavid 10. You're laughing right now. You know, he's going to go down as one of the greats.
Oh, he is great.
Are you putting Crosby in there? Reno,
You know what? This
19 years over a point per game,
I'm just not a Crosby guy.
tied with
Really?
only. Hey
Not a
guys,
Crosby guy.
this has to be known.
I thought for sure you would be.
No,
Hey,
not.
Same.
Crosby is
I'm not
tied
a
with
Crosby guy.
Gretzky with 19 consecutive seasons over a point per game. That's it. Just them two. He's going into his 20th year. If this guy can win a cup, just say he's ahead of Gretzky.
Sure.
100 million %.
Oh, yes.
Sure.
But
He's
If
the-
he wins another cup?
yeah.
I think he needs
Yeah.
something even though, like, honestly, if he gets 20th season at points that at this
His resume speaks for itself.
at
No, for sure. I
30, what
respect
is he?
his resume.
He's in 87.
He'd
He'd be
look so good in
38.
a Bruins jersey.
So
He's a
whatever.
pen.
It'll
He hasn't
never
signed.
happen.
He'll
He's
be a
up.
pen. He'll
No.
be a pen.
It'll never happen.
He ain't leaving.
Did you guys ever see him when he was with Rimouski, and the interviewer
Yeah.
was like, "What do you expect out of a year?" And he's just like, "Oh, I would love a couple Stanley Cups and a couple gold medals, just to a T."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wicked clip.
Really?
Yeah, he called it.
He's
Golden goal,
He's a
man.
legend. So you
Like-
don't like him. So who's your for then? Who do you like
No,
then?
I mean, yeah, like I said, I respect his resume.
For sure.
Just I don't know. I just never really been like. I hated the whining. Like, I just hate. I know I'm one of those guys. Sorry.
It's okay. No need to. What the fuck
you
you
know what?
apologizing
I-
for? But
I'll be
no, he
quick.
doesn't need to do that. But
I was too. When he raised the first one and was youngest, I just started laughing. I'm like, wow, it's the best player ever.
Yeah.
And then now I just respect him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I do respect him for sure.
Yeah.
Crosby's the fucking GOAT, boys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's the GOAT.
He is the GOAT.
Anyways,
I think McDavid's going to slide in there for me.
Oh, yeah.
he is.
Yeah.
He is.
a lot. We're so pumped for the season, by the way. We want to get an NHL pod out in the next couple weeks as well, like a
Have to.
preseason pod. And we also have our greatest guest, the most historic guest ever that we won't.
Oh,
I just given some clues,
yes.
Sure.
but it's truly amazing.
We are fortunate to know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
We're fortunate to know.
We're forgetting something here, boys. Within the next 2 years, could be this year if he goes on a miraculous run, but we could witness history with the Gretzky's goal scoring record being broken.
It's true.
So
100%.
there's a lot of greatness to be upon us in the next couple of years.
It is. The next couple of years are going to be exciting. And I love the parity that's in the league. I love how a lot of teams are even. I love how I want to see. I hate Nashville, but I want to see them next year. I want to see what they're going to do with all those guys. You know, I'm excited what the Canucks did. I like what we're going in with.
Beauty. Boys.
That was fun.
Toorzy,
fellas.
Man, thank you, buddy.
Defazio.
Big man, thanks.
Reno.
That was
Good
that
crew,
was
boys.
wicked. That was wicked.
A lot to come. And once again, that episode was brought to you by Stan's Pizza,
Go grab a slice.
I'm grabbing one right now.
staple in North Burnaby. And what Mount Rushmore's, boys.
What a discussion.
It'll be swirling around
We
town.
swerved off
It's
like
true.
hell.
A lot of
Oh,
people
that's
are
okay.
gonna
We
be
got off the rails, but it was
a
fun.
lot of people are going to be yapping about the Rushmores
Oh, yeah.
after this. This is the greatest of all time podcast show, Goat Radio.
It's been a pleasure, bro.
We will see you next time for more Goat history.
Cheers, boys.
We'll see you later.